Hey, what up? It's your boy. So, in case you weren't aware, as of me recording this video, and as of you guys seeing this video, hopefully once it is uploaded, will be a very, I guess, momentous occasion for myself, as I have managed to do something I never thought I would be able to do in my lifetime. That's right, as the name suggests, I have done something pretty freaking awesome. I have done an official collaboration with an anime series. So let's back it up just in case you aren't aware. Maybe this is your first video you're seeing of me. About a year and a half ago, I decided to start a pretty big side project for myself by creating a fashion brand, a clothing brand called NØISENSE. We've released a bunch of stuff in the past year and a half, doing all sorts of experimenting, especially considering that, you know, up until this point, I have never done anything with clothing. I've never done anything with fashion. So I obviously had to teach myself from scratch of like the business practices and all of the, you know, boring adult business stuff that goes behind the scenes to make a legitimate clothing company and a fashion brand. But through a bunch of trial and error and from picking up a bunch of awesome people who are now some of the best staff that I think any startup clothing company can ever ask for, we've managed to make a whole bunch of different clothing, a website, you know, all that kind of stuff, and it has been extremely successful. And I can't thank each and every one of you enough who decided to, you know, buy any of the pieces of clothing throughout the year, even just like checking out the website and like actually, you know, believing in me and stuff like that, because let me tell you, it's a scary endeavor. But after about a year and a half of the brand existing, because the brand has actually existed since June of 2022, I believe, we have really tried to go out there and do some awesome things. And as of today, as of me recording this video and as of you seeing this video, we have just released our first ever official collaboration with the brand. And what anime is that, you might be wondering? Well, if you can't tell from the thing that I am wearing right now, we have done an official collaboration with the Cyberpunk Edgerunners. That's right, which is freaking awesome because, I mean, for one, I absolutely loved that show. And, you know, not to mention, you know, we have like a Studio Trigger anime, a studio that I have been a fan of for so many years. I mean, you know, on my main channel, I interviewed the co-founder of Studio Trigger. So I've been a massive fan of Trigger. I've adored their visuals. I've adored their works. And to think that we just pulled off an official collaboration with a Trigger anime and an amazing video game series as well, because, you know, considering the fact that Cyberpunk 2077 won the Game Awards for Best Ongoing Game. So congrats to those guys for that as well. But let's actually stick with the theme of the video. How did I end up doing it? Because I've had a lot of people asking me, or I guess, you know, questioning the legitimacy of like, so is this like an actual collaboration, or are you just like using the assets without permission? To basically, short answer is no, we are actually working with Cyberpunk. We worked with Cyberpunk, we worked with CD Projekt Red, we worked with Studio Trigger, got all the permissions and everything to use it, so it is legitimate as it gets. Because I didn't want to resort to just like, you know, every other like anime clothing brand out there, at least the majority of them, that just kind of use the assets without permission and just try and turn a blind eye to it all. No, if I was going to do an anime collaboration with my clothing brand, I wanted to make it legit as fuck, yo. And I know I'm going to like explain how I did it, but like in all honesty, all of my personal friends that have asked me this exact same question kind of become a little bit underwhelmed when I tell them how it went. So fast forward earlier this year, early 2023, and obviously 2023, I wanted to make a big year for NØISENSE. You know, it's been 6 months, 7 months since the brand started. People have loved a couple of our first drops, but let's try and aim for something like big. Let's really kick it off with a bang with a collaboration. And when I was racking my brain as to who we should collaborate with, considering that, you know, I'm the owner of the brand, basically it's up to me to decide which one we want to go for. I just gotten off the Cyberpunk Edgerunners train, having finished the anime, and I thought, hey, you know, the aesthetics for Cyberpunk are so well fitting with the kind of like digital punk aesthetic that is NØISENSE. Wouldn't it be awesome if we managed to like combine those two worlds together? So I thought to myself, well, shit, I've never like sent any kind of like business proposal like this before. Like, I have zero corporate experience. I kind of went just from university straight to YouTube. So like, obviously I have to teach all of this myself. And luckily at the time I had just finished doing a collaboration on the Netflix YouTube channel where I interviewed a bunch of Studio Trigger staff to promote the Cyberpunk Edgerunners anime. And from there, I met someone who is actually a Japanese representative at CD Projekt Red. He was like really, really cool. He was super cool. I talked to him quite a bit, and luckily I had his business card, which is, I never thought would actually come in handy in the Japan setting of getting countless business cards from business people in Japan and just it ending up going into a drawer and never being used. For the first time in my life, I pulled out that business card I received like 6-7 months prior and was like, wow, okay, I'm actually about to use this. So I sent him like a really rough email. Like, I'm shit when it comes to business emails. I'm trying to get better at it, obviously, but I basically sent an email saying, hey, I don't know if you remember me. I'm that like weird YouTuber kid who promoted the Cyberpunk anime at Netflix. I have a small clothing brand that just started off about 6-7 months prior, and we're looking to do some collaborations with anime, and I was wondering if you guys are cool with it. Would you be down to do a collaboration with Cyberpunk Edgerunners? I sent off that email, honestly not hoping for the best at all, because I've worked with anime companies in the past. A lot of them have been really difficult, but I just sent it off, just threw a dart into the darkness, hoping that it would land on something. And like, I think it was like 3 or 4 days later, the dude replied back to me and he basically said, yeah, sounds good, let's do it. And that was it. Like, literally that was it. I was like, even I was shocked. I was like, wow, it was that easy? I just had to ask and I received. Obviously there was a lot going on, we had to write contracts and shit like that, boring business shit you don't have to listen to. But yeah, from there we got the permissions, they gave us the assets we were allowed to use, and we went to work. And obviously because this is such a huge collaboration, especially for a brand of our size, we really wanted to make this one count. So we really just like, mostly my team, who are some of the most amazing, talented people I have ever had the pleasure of working with. So if any of you guys are watching this video, fucking shout out to you guys. But yeah, we did a bunch of iterations of designs, bunch of ideas for designs, and then we came up with the stuff that is now live on the website. And there is still a ton of it left over. We made sure to, stock up extra because we knew this one was going to be pretty big. So hopefully by the time you're watching this, there will still be some stuff up there that you can buy right now. All you have to do is just go to nonsense.jp, links in the description as well, and it's all there. I think there's like a few items that have sold out already, which is crazy because I'm literally filming this like 5 hours after it came out, so to think that there's already a bunch of stuff being sold out is insane to me. But yeah, we're really happy with it, and thankfully, the guys over at the Cyberpunk Edgerunners team and Trigger and CD Projekt Red are super happy with it as well, which I think was like my biggest worry. I didn't want to just like make shit that I knew would sell. Like, I wanted to make shit that was different to your standard anime merch. And obviously there are limitations to like what kind of anime merch you can make depending on like the IP holders and the right holders of each anime, right? Like, because a lot of these like IP holders are very strict when it comes to like how much you can change the assets that you are given, how much you can change the screenshots of the anime, for example, or logos or anything like that. So we kind of like teetered on like the very cusp of like, we changed it a bit, but like it still complies with your rules, and it looks kind of unique and different. So yeah, that's how we kind of came up with our designs, and that's kind of how we came up with the feel of it all. And this wasn't a surprise at all, but already not even half a day into this collection being live, it is already our most successful collection we've ever dropped on Nonsense. But we were fully expecting it. Like, I would have been shocked if it wasn't the most. So yeah, either way, really fucking appreciate everybody who has bought stuff already. And again, if you haven't bought it yet and you want to check it out, then again, nonsense.jp, check it out. I know this seems like one big advertisement for my clothing brand, but hey, if I'm gonna sell out, I might as well sell out to myself. And the success of the Cyberpunk drop, I think, has just really lit a flame under my ass and also my entire team's ass of, just we really need to like keep this momentum up. And we already actually have a couple of collaborations coming out next year, 2024, that I think you guys are gonna also be like pretty fucking stoked about. But yeah, at the end of the day, you know, it's still a learning process. The company is still very, very young, only a year and a half, and I'm just really happy with how we're growing right now, and hopefully it'll turn into something beyond my wildest dreams. That's the plan. But yeah, that was just my quick little story time in case people were wondering, and just like a little extra shout out to the Cyberpunk collection, which again you can check out nonsense.jp. Check it out. Also, if you don't want to miss out on future collections, because we're going to be coming out with another collection pretty soon, then make sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram as well. You can see some cool pictures and behind the scenes and stuff like that. So that's always pretty rad. Thank you for the continuous support on Nonsense. It's been insane just how much you guys are digging the clothes, and if you do buy the clothes and you do wear the clothes, then hey, you know, don't forget as well, like, this is a community as well, you know, so like make sure to like tag us on Instagram and tag us on Twitter and stuff like that so we can see it. You know, we're always sharing your guys' fits and everything like that, and goddamn, can I just say, all of you who have already done that are looking drippy AF. Is that vain of me to say because it's my clothing brand? No. And look forward to a bunch more cool stuff, collaborations or not, coming out of Nonsense. I think you guys are really gonna dig it. So thank you for the continued support, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to smack my face right here, subscribe to the channel. Let's keep making big channel number go bigger. Over here next to my head is a couple more videos you can check out if you enjoyed this one. Links to my social media, as well as my Patreon to support me directly, and Nonsense, as well as all of the social media stuff for Nonsense down in the description below, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.